So, are we at B? A still? Let's see if we can get A. Alright, I'm going to make mark A. Jada is being here. Let's be open to what we know. We're not doing any extra new things. Ariana, let's be right. Split up a little bit more. Jessica, let's do pencil today. Does anyone have a pencil that Jack can borrow? Oh, let me borrow her. Okay. Gina, who did you get problems off? Yeah. Okay, guys, so we last left off with practicing adding and subtracting its numbers, yes? So, or maybe your math, we're looking at pencils. Okay, so did we you're not eating breakfast and you're not doing we all see the board. Good. Now you guys each remind me, did we talk about subtraction? No. Yeah. Okay. So we did not. We've only done addition. So we're going to talk subtraction. Okay. So it's the same rule. So let's go ahead and get our title up here. Okay, breakfast is done at 9:20. Okay. Okay. So Oliver, 9:20. Did you hear that? 9:20. Breakfast is done. Not eating. Okay, you're almost saying it. Okay. It's gonna remain here. Teresa, are you with us? Have that.
There's the potential of 4 in the spring, and they would continue in that, and then 4 more in fall. I think we want more, because the whole school will be starting up. So we would love to get to a model where half start in the fall and half start in the spring, because every year we'll have somebody who knows what's going on. I would love that.
Okay, Justice, are you writing this down? Okay. So guys, we're going to do the same. We'll walk together, Kayla. We still are going to subtract the next number. You have to go on right now. Keenan, why don't you sit right in between Ava? I think you're distracted by maybe all over time. All right, guys. So you should have your name on the top of your paper, yes? It's right. And then with no name, I can't grade it. So please, please, please make sure you put your name on it. So who can tell me the set of that they wrote down for 3 and 1? So let's get 3 and 1/2. Ella. And 3 minus 2 and 1. Okay. So for our addition mixed number strategy, what will we do typically? Perfect, right? We can draw a model. Anyone else write anything else different other than I'll try? Aria? Okay. So the question is asking you what's everything you know about the number 3 and 1/2. So we know that we can show that as a model, right? Ella just told us that. You know, some of you, I saw you drawing that. We also know we can break this mixed number down into a whole of 3 and a fraction of 1/2. Soil. Pictures, is that what you said? Yeah. Tell me what my picture is. Okay. Okay, what is it that's in common? Wonderful. Awesome job, guys. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is a little different than some of the other peer-to-peers that we've done. If you haven't figured it out by now, the person you're sitting across is going to be your partner for today. Okay? I also spread you guys out a little bit so I can come sit between you, have some conversations with you. You know, usually you guys sit like really close and all in the front, but I want to spread you guys out a little so we got more space. Who feels like they've made a mistake on a math problem before and you have like no idea what you did wrong? You're like, I have no idea what I just did wrong, but I know I got it wrong. I don't know how I got it wrong, but I got it wrong. Some of us. So that's kind of what we're going to be looking at today. We're going to be analyzing some student work that's in this packet. Okay, we've built some knowledge on fractions over the last couple weeks, right? We've learned what a fraction is. The numerator is part. The bottom is the whole, the denominator, right? We've learned improper fractions. We've learned mixed numbers. We've learned how to add and subtract. We started multiplying with tasks this week. Okay, we've learned a lot about fractions, so we're going to apply that to analyzing some work so we can find some common errors, some common mistakes that people make with fractions. We were, but we're doing this instead, so we're going to work on the project tomorrow. I know, it's a little confusing because we switched gears for today. Don't worry about task. Don't worry about task. I promise we're going to finish it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Yeah. Don't worry. We're gonna readjust. I know the schedule's a little messy now because of this, so don't stress out about it. Okay. On the packet, everyone's got their name. Double check one more time. Everyone, double check you have your name. Okay. I want everyone to look at the vocabulary on the bottom. So we've got 6 of them: denominator, difference, fraction, improper fraction, mixed number, numerator, and sum. Okay? Independently, I want you to read those those definitions that go to each of those words. Okay? Please give me a thumbs up when you're done, and then I want you to go back to working on the warm-up problem if you didn't get everything down. So read those definitions. I want you to be thinking about if you have any questions about any of the definitions, because some of them are worded a little funky if you're at this step. And then this is our new focusing miles. Reading the definitions, yes. This is our yes. When you're done, just give me a little thumbs up. Make sure I make eye contact with you so I can see that you're done. And go back to the warm-up problem. Re-look at your warm-up problem. Add anything else you can think of. Hang out for like 30 more seconds. We're going to go over. Lily, I would like you to join McKenna. Okay, so you guys will be in group 3. Okay, where have we seen some of these vocab words before? Which ones have we not seen before? Okay, Eliana. It is 9:20 now. We're all on breakfast. Masks are on. Just out the garbage. Yep, so we've been talking a lot about mixed numbers and improper fractions, right? We've been talking about the difference. A mixed number has a whole number and a fraction attached to it. That was like our number 3 1/2. An improper fraction has a bigger number on the top and a smaller number on the bottom, right? Bigger numerator, smaller denominator. We've talked about those a lot over the last couple weeks. Is there one up here that we maybe haven't seen before? Or one that we're a little bit confused on maybe? All right. Okay, so now we have the fraction. Difference or what? Sum. So difference and sum are things you guys have probably seen before, but it might have been a while. Sum is the result of adding 2 numbers, and difference is the result obtained when one number is subtracted from another. is asking you what is the answer to this addition problem. So when you see a question that asks for the sum, it's asking you to add. When you see the word difference, it's asking you to subtract. When we took our diagnostic test, a lot of you had questions about those words. So now it's cool that we know those definitions. Does anybody else have any other questions that they can think of about any of these vocab words? We have seen a lot of them before.
So we're gonna do a problem where we have some bar.
We're gonna Miles.
Ryan, you get a trace. Okay, here it comes.
Numerator's not on there? No, it is. It's right here. I was like, wait a minute. No, numerator is on there. Yeah, I think they put them in alphabetical order, but you're right. I wish they had put them in a better order. I agree.
So let's do.
Okay, we are going to flip to page 2. Who can remember what is always on page 2 of your NSPC? Okay. Right, an example of what we're going to be doing. Yes, of course. Okay. Please follow along as I read.
This is gonna be a bar.
One strategy that we can use to add and subtract mixed numbers is finding common denominators. That's something you guys have been working on with Miss Donwa over the last couple days. Okay.
What do we know about?
Here's an example.
First ask this 1/6 of 3.
Tanya has 4 1/3 cups of lemonade. Darren has 2 3/4 cups of lemonade. To find how much lemonade they have all together, we are going to add 4 1/3 plus 2 3/4. Here is a model showing us 1 whole, 2 whole, 3 whole, 4 whole, and 1/3, and 1 whole, 2 whole, and 1/6.
So
Now, your question.
when I go to find my common denominators,
Yes, you may.
I can't take some. I cannot take
We're going to combine the whole number parts into 6 wholes. We can all agree 6 plus 2 equals 4 plus 2 equals 6. Yes? Okay.
I only have $1, right?
Then we need to find the common denominator to add the fractions together. We're going to use the denominator of 12.
The first strategy was
So here we can see that 1/3 is the same value as 4/12. They show us that in a model. They also show us that 3/4 is the same as 9/12. They show us that in this model. Now it's so easy to add. 4/12 plus 9/12 is equal to 1 whole and 1/12, or 13/12. How did I get 13/12? Hadley.
Numerator is larger than denominator. So just for learning purposes, can I give some examples of a improper tree?
Perfect. I added the numerators. Do we touch the denominator when we are adding or subtracting? No. Okay. Then here we combine 6, 2, 1, and we're 12, 2, 7, 12. Let's look at this question on the bottom. It says, what is a common denominator and how can we find it? I want you to reference back to this example that we just looked at. You're going to talk across the table with your partner about how we find a common denominator and what a common denominator is. I'll give you 1 minute. Go.
So, okay, here it comes. You're going to multiply the whole number by the whole number by the denominator to add the numerator. So you're doing 3 times 6 plus 1. That's add 3 times 6. And then whatever you get plus 1. So can someone do that math?
Add up to one number.
So remember how with Miss Lama you guys were making lists of multiples, right? So like so 3 times 6 is you guys would list 3, 6, 9, 12, and then you would find which and then 4, 8, 12. Yes, remember? There we go. Okay, right. So that would be how we find it, right? So what is a common denominator? So like we're on 82. Miles, we're on page 2, okay? Great. Do we have a discussion over here? Can somebody tell me what
You were adding
anybody?
Okay, Zariah.
and how we find it.
You next have it in.
So
We're going to do 1 times 8.
what is it?
plus 3. So remember how with Miss Gamo you guys have been making lists, right? We've been making lists like 3, 6, 9, 12, and then 4, you have 4, 8, 12, 16, and both of those lists have the number 12 in it, so that would be how we found the denominator of 12, right? Is that where we were calling some memories from the last couple days? I know you've been taking your test here, so you might need to call, but that is okay. I will come and help you out better. Cool? Plus 3 is? Okay. Alright, who can share what they said or what their partner said with the group?
I mean, numerator and then the denominator stays.
So now,
The problem I'm solving is 19. 6 minus 11. And I'm going to kind of draw a line for organizational purposes. So now this is the
perfect.
problem.
So that is one thing that this one shows a model, but I know you guys have been working with Miss Gama on skip count. Okay, right? We've been doing 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, right? And then doing the same for 4. Right? And we see that there is 12 on both lists. That's how we know the denominator is 12. Okay? This is something I know you think we've been working on for maybe 2 or 3 days now. So this is how we're going to apply it. Look to page 3. We're going to read our challenge goal, the question for our problem.
What are my 2 denominators? 8 and 6.
As you guys see, I got ahead of myself today, and I actually crossed out these before I copied it. I've been telling you guys I was going to do that. Haven't yet. Today was the first day. Okay? I want everyone to read the challenge goal independently. When you are done reading, I want you to talk to your partner. I want you guys to try to figure out what exactly it is that we're going to be doing on the next couple pages. Because there is one thing that we're going to be trying to do, and I really want you guys to try and figure that out. Because the problem is worded a little funky, and it's kind of hidden. So, read. Talk to Eliana after. Miles, we should be writing.
Hey, Ariane, what's our number in common?
Really? I need you to pay attention to me.
Okay, now this is why a lot of people do not like this strategy. So I'm going to show you another way. We're going to subtract this again in another way. Okay? You're realizing what we have to do here. So I made.
Okay, start discussing with your partner. What is the thing that we are going to be doing on the next page? Don't tell me. I want you to discuss with your partner first. What is the thing we're going to be doing on page 1?
And these kiddos is carbon
You're ready to do it.
6. So I'm like you can't say yeah. 6th grade. He's new to us. This is a few 4th graders, 5th graders, and 6th graders.
Hope you guys are all figuring out how this Go back. You're ahead of me. I like it. Yeah. I think you're right now. So this I think we're sort of what means what they think we're going to be doing at the end of the packet. Okay, who has an idea of what we are going to be doing? There's a couple different things. Amanda. Okay, so this one, now we need adding and subtracting. That is one of the things we're going to be doing, Eliana. Comparing what? Comparing the numbers, okay.
Hopefully it's not as
Ella?
better. So Deborah, what can we multiply
Okay.
8 by to get
Anybody else have any ideas? You guys are figuring out the math chart, but there's one more extra thing we're going to be doing with the math. Alright.
Okay, so it says that
11 times 3.
found out how much candy they have all together. So I think we're gonna find out how much they have all together, or we're gonna find out.
So now I can do.
Okay, loving that you're doing some text evidence citing that we've been learning in writing as well.
Rigorous problem.
Analyze. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, we see that word 2 times. One right here and one right here. The sentence says one partner is going to analyze Nicole's work and the other partner is going to analyze Lori's work. What does that word analyze mean? Miles. Check. I like that. Does anyone else have any other synonyms? Maybe something sounds similar. Ella? Correct versus incorrect. Aria?
Check over the word or fix any errors.
Yes. We're going to check their work. Okay? Everyone, the next page? Page 4? Okay, here is where you are going to see Nicole's work and Lori's work. Nicole's work is up here on the top. Lori's work is here on the bottom. There was a small mistype, so I scribbled it out for you and wrote what it should have said there. If you can't read my handwriting, let me know. I'll read it to you.
43.
If you are sitting in this row of people, so Ella, Hadley, Derek, Levany, and Sawyer and Aria, you guys are going to be doing Nicole's work. So I want you
Another strategy I want to show
to put a little check
and then
on Nicole.
check in on the time and see if
Or exit out. Check marks are a little tricky.
So
Okay? Jack, Eliana, Lily, Michaela, Amanda, Brandy, Miles, you guys are going to be doing Lori's work.
right?
So put a little check in Lori.
Right.
Is it called peer review? Is it paid?
Let's
No,
do the
Miles,
same
this was independent solving on the top. It's got 2 boxes on it. We're going to do the peer review after. Remember, that's the last thing we do.
That's a distraction. Okay, so flip to a new page. Okay.
Miles has a special set of gloves for him. What you're seeing is a huge improvement.
So, this is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be checking this person's work. They show it to us as a model here.
So now we're going
Right.
to talk about this.
Here's a model. It gives us some explanations in words too, right? They're showing us some math work and some words. They combine the wholes to find 5, combine the fraction parts to find 7. You're going to be describing the mistakes and showing the correct answer. Okay. Down here, similar. We have a model. They subtracted the wholes to find 1, and they subtracted the fraction parts to get 1/5. Okay, so this is the final answer for Lori. This is our final answer for Nicole. Again, we're going to describe the mistakes and correct the answer. You are doing this independently without the help of your partner to start. Okay? If you have questions, please raise your hand. I am going to put up here on the screen some tips for us on how to analyze work.
And it says have a
Because this is
deadline
something we haven't
September
really done
17th
before.
for a meeting on the
So
24th.
if you need some
We already have.
assistance or you're having some trouble, here are some tips for us.
All those
Picking out errors with circles and boxes is going to help you figure out and identify where the errors in the problem is. Are you right? Okay. So I suggest you circle them or box them, be like, ooh, this doesn't look right here. Okay.
Then we meet with
You need
those
to
who
explain
individually
why
want
it's wrong with words or with math. Okay? In that describe the mistake section, that's what you're doing there. You can use words or you can show me in numbers and symbols and models. Highlight would be fine if you would like to highlight the wrong parts. You also need to show how to get the correct answer. Okay? I want to see the work because it does ask you to write the correct answer on there, but I want to see how you did it. I don't just want a number. We are going to take, let's go till 9:42. That's about 5 minutes to work independently on your person. Go. Yes, sir. All the mistakes you can find. I think so. I think there might be 1 to 2. I don't think there's more than 2. Okay. Annie, you good? Okay, guys. So, okay, pay attention now. So, this is now what we're borrowing. That should be a minus. Brandon just pointed out another typo that I did not catch. If you're doing Lori's work, on the very first model that it shows, it has a plus sign. It should be a minus
I thought it
sign.
had the name or whatever.
I don't know. This is not going to be enough to be able to subtract. 1/6 is less. So, yeah. Cross it out. So, yeah, right here. That should be a minus. Cross it out. Always be able to subtract. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to split 3
This is a great
into 2
task, though.
and 1.
Error analysis is hard.
Oh,
we were
right?
talking
We all agree about that?
Here, I'll take your party.
Hey, Charlotte. I will find the mistakes. They're doing more. They're really analyzing something. I mean, they have to have strong math skills to do the task and to find out mistakes.
Okay.
Fix
Okay,
them.
we have our one whole right
And
here.
to
We
explain
talked about making one
But it's so
whole
good for them.
a fraction. If I were to make this whole a fraction and I wanted it in the denominator of 6, what is my numerator going to be? If I want to make it 1, so that's, there you go. That would be what you write here, right? Six. Because all of the pieces have to be shaded. And I want you to tell me what the correct answer would be. Okay, so now I've broken this into 2 and 6 denominator. Now, like I said, we're borrowing, so I'm going to give this 6 and the 1 6. So if I add these up, I add these fractions up, what do I get? Even. 7 6. Okay, so now my new equivalent fraction is 2 and 7 6. Okay, you got it now? You see it? Okay, now I can go back to my regular subtraction strategy. I don't have to do any extra math. Johan is getting worried about writing this down. But you just don't need to do 7 So now I can do my whole number. So it's probably do that one. Check. So now I'm subtracting the fraction. Now here's what's something just for learning and practicing. Let's my faces and the they were not.
So interesting. This is a new math program. Oh God, I had to find $150,000 in funding to get this new program.
What is it?
Teach to learn.
Teach to learn?
Teach to one.
To one?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll stop there. Okay. Wait, so we know our denominator.
Maybe you guys should help write the curriculum so you know there's no mistakes in the worksheet.
We tell them every day. The thing is, we started the school year first, so we get to find all the mistakes.
So, Jessica, still on you, what's the common denominator? So you add.
Yeah, we do let them know.
Okay, so here we are, same steps that we did earlier.
It's like when
Can I write it over here? Jack?
Let me see what you get.
It's a free resource, whatever. Or they turned it to your income for your pay for
All the mistakes. Same thing. Except for you paid for it.
We gotta make
I
that
mean, we
list,
didn't
right?
pay for it. I paid it, but
So common
Who did?
denominator.
I mean the district.
I did.
They didn't skip count by 5. Okay, so.
I work with AC.
Oh yeah, oh good.
Yeah. So Justice, go. Wait, and so you're gonna put this one. 6, 7, 6, 7, 20. So we know the common denominator is gonna be 10. Okay. So look at this, guys. Because we use smaller numerators, I can do this in my head, right? I don't have to do the actual work that Ada did for us when it's 7 4.
Okay, we have one more step. Don't forget the last step. Last step. And it's still number with the frac. Time it away from that. Okay. One and 1924. Now, even if you're not done, I want you to share what you found with your partner. This is an improper frac. Hold on. I didn't say go yet. Michaela, oh my goodness, you're getting ahead of me. I'll go help you because I know you're doing something.
That's the halfway mark.
So you're going to be sharing your work with your partner. I want you to use these sentences to get you
I
started.
don't have my next
So
one
when
until
you're talking to Nicole, you're going to say, Nicole did this, right? She did 1/2 minus 2/5 and got 3 seconds.
Are you watching it? Are you watching it, guys?
She was wrong because, and explain what she did wrong. And then explain to your partner what the right answer was. Okay? See it? This week, 5 minutes, go.
So what? Normally,
Okay. Okay, let me come over. Ignore.
So every day they switch at this time. That's why you heard that timer. It's just an automatic set.
All
They're
her
going to go
right
longer
hand is a
since
paper
we're
on the
here.
counter.
Okay. But they have that cue students to start cleaning up. It'll go off again in a minute, and they know to switch that silent switching.
So this group will come here,
Yeah.
and then
She would teach a lesson over there, which is not necessarily the same lesson because it's personalized.
so then she'll teach the same thing to this group.
Not necessarily. Depends on what their data shows they need.
That's why she ended it at 9:45 because
Yeah.
she said, "Are you going to watch both groups?" And I'm like, "Are you teaching the same?" Yeah, like we talked about that.
So now we did. So within this group, obviously there are levels, but we did group the 3 groups based on math data.
Right. Okay. So they won't necessarily finish this with her right now.
No, because peer-to-peer takes several days usually, or it can take multiple days.
Okay. So what data will she use? This observational data? I told her that, like, make sure you have some kind of data because you have your evidence of chemistry.
Yeah, so
So
she'll
she
have
has
this.
an exit problem.
Yeah, and I think they are going to do that. They are going to do the exit problem, I think, because that's the next one. That,
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're not leaving right this minute. I
No, she's going to keep them about 9 more minutes.
Okay.
Did you guys talk, Jack? Cool. If we expanded to middle school,
Strong content knowledge.
it's hard to find.
It sure is. And where did Ashley come from? In Kyrie?
Here, she's at Manitas put in a traditional classroom.
Okay.
Okay.
That's why. I only had.
Like 2.
Did I ever have TC in 5th grade?
No,
I think 3rd grade was the
this is her
highest.
first TC.
I mean, Ashley's. Even in 5th grade, I didn't know because Denise's 3rd.
There weren't any awards because they were newer teachers.
I was thinking the year before, or the year before, the year before. I don't think 5th grade ever. No, they were always primary. Always. 3rd grade was the highest I think we went because nobody wanted 4th and 5th grade. And then last year, was it last year or the year before, Michaela was 5th grade.
Yeah, that was my first year. So
The year he made was he added the we are Ryan next week. So give me 1 minute.
this is my friend.
Alright guys, good job sharing. I heard a lot of really good things. Okay, flip to page 5. Page. We've got all the lines on it. There's 3 questions. We were going to answer all 3 questions, but we're kind of running a little short on time. So, we are only going to answer this very first one. It says, share your work with your partner. We already did. We're ahead. What type of mistakes did both of you find? Okay, we're going to use this kind of format to collaborate with our partners. We've used it before, but we're going to go over it again. Hang on. You and your partner both need to share what you think the answer to the question is. What did both people do wrong? Both Nicole and Morgan. You're both going to share what both people did wrong, which we already kind of did. Okay, and you're going to find one thing that is similar on both. One thing that both people did wrong. So both people need to answer the question out loud to their partner. Then you guys are together going to sign on one answer that you are then going to write down on your paper. Yes? Okay. We are just answering that first question. Go. Next page. Oh, okay. Then are you going to write on that page? Yeah. So what mistakes did you find? Justice. She added her denominator. There we go. So that was the common mistake, right? They tried to move the denominator around. You can't move the denominator.
He added wrong.
What did you guys find that they had in common? Alright, you guys can flip to, we're going to do the peer review and the end. Whoever just do the, that's not everybody. Once you have something written for the first question, raise your hand. I want to come hear what you guys talked about. Perfect. Okay, so go ahead and insert the Now you have to written down. We're going to do peer review and ending. Don't do the top part. Okay,
we both have the same denominator.
hold on. Peer review, Amanda, just the number part and the ending problem. Aria.
Okay.
You guys get it done? Yep, there we go. I heard you guys talking about it too. Sounded like a good conversation. Okay, peer review. Remember, just do the numbers and then the ending problem. Does that make sense? You're on page 6 on peer review. If you're having trouble figuring out what to rate your peer, here's a little like rubric I made for you guys. Right? So 1 would be my partner did not do the math work well independently, work well with me, right? 2 would be they tried to. 3 would be they did it. That's like our goal score, remember? And 4 is they went above and beyond, right? They were like the best that you've ever had.
Yeah, no.
Okay? So, you guys don't need to answer the questions on the top. We're just circling the numbers and then doing the ending problem. Miles,
I'm gonna give it a 3.
I need you to worry about this because I have
I gave you that.
Once you finish the peer review, please move on to the ending problem. Please make sure to show your work.
I think we did a 3 working.
So Joanne just emailed and said, "Did you get the thing?" And I said, "Yeah." She's like, "It's okay, nice." And I think Mary will do it soon because there's some information optional. Of course, I wasn't going to do it, but that's good.
Remember, you should be doing the ending problem on your own. This is so I know what you know. Three and 5, 8. Andy, were you eating on Tuesday? 2 and 1/4 pounds of candy were eaten on Wednesday. How much more candy was eaten on Tuesday than Wednesday? How much more was eaten on Wednesday? How much more was eaten on Tuesday? So altogether would be adding. They're asking you the difference between Tuesday and Wednesday. That would be track. Miles, now you need to sit down and take your review. And then you need to do your ending. Derek, you want some more? Miles, any problems if you're doing it independently?
Who else has spring paid opportunities? Mesa?
Yes. Maybe there's only them 2. Roosevelt, maybe a couple in Scottsdale. It's very few. So it's good to pull from Mesa because they get like 80 applicants because they all want to be paid, and so it's really a good process, I think, to open more in Spring Start. But they're going to open Spring Start for choice for anybody unpaid or
Once
paid.
you finish
So
both of
Kylie
those
could
things,
have
put your
unpaid
packet to the
terms
front
of
and hold it up in the air for me so I can take it.
Because we would even take unpaid. But if we have them, I'd like to pay.
Absolutely. Because for the spring, we could take unpaid in the where we have TCs right now. Does the money come from a grant?
No.
It comes directly
from our
Next
Spark
Education
budget. No, our Spark
no,
budget.
district budget.
Yep. So we get allocated a budget, and then we choose how we spend it. So what we've learned is that, and we're usually, so we could have 120 kids in the program. That would normally be 4 certified teachers. We're staffed for 3, and then we take that extra salary and do creative things. Now, one of the creative things could be instructional assistants, but thus far, we have so much more success with
Paid.
I'd rather just have more.
Absolutely.
But we're learning as we go, right? And I think the best model for us would be to have half always starting in that fall, half in the spring, because I think it would allow like Julie to do what she's hired to do.
Yes,
She can't do because she's in front of kids all day.
Right.
Right.
Want to go deeper?
Yes.
So what are we doing?
My office.
Miss Connery, repair me. Yeah, let's go. Lily, you're not keeping it. I need it. Close your computers. Let's get your things, and then I'll
Good
make
job.
one right over here. Thank you, Jack. Guys, once you've given me your packet, I would like you to start gathering your stuff. And when you're ready and gathered, can you line up at the end of my desk over here? Is that over? Hey guys, please log out as you want. Take one.